Hello there, my name is Thompson and this is one of my top tips. It's called long thumb, short thumb, which is maybe a strange sounding title, but it's actually quite important. A long thumb, it doesn't mean your thumb gets longer, your left thumb. It means the way it is positioned on the golf club, it can have quite a dramatic effect on the wrist hinge. A long thumb is when your left thumb goes quite a long way down the grip, as you can see. That's called a long thumb. A short thumb is when the left thumb goes less far down the grip, down the middle of the grip. So long thumb, short thumb. What happens in the swing is this. With a long thumb, club extended down the grip, your wrist hinge will be greater than normal. Long thumb, a lot of hinge. If, however, we make the thumb shorter, not shorter physically, but by moving the thumb more towards the top of the grip, the butt of the grip, now by changing the left thumb position, the wrist hinge will be less. Short thumb, long thumb. You might think, why is that important? Well, for many golfers it isn't important. With a normal grip you can get enough wrist hinge to play good golf shots and create club head speed. Some people, however, have got very, very flexible wrists and they may wish to have less wrist hinge, and the best way to do that is to have a shorter thumb. So the end of the thumb goes more towards the butt of the club, so then the wrist hinge will be less. Short thumb, less hinge. My wrists are not very flexible and I can only hinge that far with a short thumb, but if your wrists are very flexible, you may well want to take out some of the wrist hinge, so a short thumb would be ideal. The opposite is true for people who've got very stiff wrists. They might then want to get a bit more wrist hinge, so to do that we simply make the thumb go down the grip towards the head this time, not towards the butt, and then the wrist hinge will be a little bit more, just a little bit more. So short thumb, wrist hinge, that far. A longer thumb, the wrist hinge automatically will be greater, all by itself. So this top tip is about long thumb, short thumb. It may apply to you, it may not apply to you. If you want to get a little bit more wrist hinge, then have a longer thumb more down towards the end of the grip. To reduce the wrist hinge, bring your left thumb towards the butt of the club. And it's a great top tip. It works. Please try it. If you need to, maybe you don't. My left thumb is just below my first knuckle on my left hand, which is there. So that's not long or short. That would be short, that would be long. So normally the tip of the left thumb would be down just below the first knuckle of the left hand. That's quite normal. To increase the hinge, lengthen the thumb. To decrease the hinge, shorten the thumb. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.